Alrighty, now you should be able to hear us. And soon you'll be able to hear the players as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now we can hear the players in the background. Sorry, guys. Jaren and I have now been through the list twice, quite extensively. The game's obviously started, so I probably should start the timer. We'll call it 73.
70, yeah, something like that.
We'll work with that. We'll get an update on an actual time if it becomes relevant towards the end of the game.
It will. Well, maybe he's got Kylo. It might become relevant.
Yeah, I mean, well, John's got 12, 24, 30 hit points.
Doable, though. I mean, he's hitting potentially... Oh, yeah, John can do that, but the fact that he can chuck out 4 to 5 dice twice a turn could be a quick game.
You think Rick's going to land in front of shuttles and lose ships?
I don't think there's anything you can do about it on the first initial joust.
Yep.
Like, that's what the strength of having these two together is, that, like, as long as John just keeps slowly pointing at you and doesn't rush it, he's going to get 1 to 2 shots per shuttle before the initial pass.
Yep.
You get a range 3 shot, get a range 1 or range 2 shot again, and that can be potentially devastating with these upslons, you know. Hearing Morgan talk about it yesterday, he said his Thanison most of the time was the guy doing all the work on all the aces. He was just taking A-wing shields off and everything, just continually just 4 hits, off he goes.
Which obviously
But that's just Morgan's dice.
gives Kylo a pretty easy run to clean up, time permitting from there. If everything's limping around, he's just, well, I'll kill this one this time.
Half health that one, kill that one, and I'm in front of points.
Yeah.
So it's interesting what Rick's doing here. I wasn't sure if he'd just come straight at it. I mean, I wouldn't. And I think he got punished for that in one of his games yesterday. I think his only loss was Morgan. He went straight at Tavison and got, I think on the second turn, he lost Tali and Bastion.
Oh, gee.
Yeah, like like the X-Wings actually can't take the punishment that these Upsilons can throw out because they can just overload their defense. I mean, yeah, you're going to get 2, but I'm putting down 4, so
Yep.
there's only so many times you can do that before they're dead.
Yeah, I mean, Rick has a very complicated Excel chart of stats. So if going head-to-head with those 2 shuttles is a bad idea, he'll have a chart that says that. And so he
Let me just check the pool.
Yeah. Well, I don't think he can do that during the game. But, I mean, obviously, knowing who he's playing going into this game last night, he had time to analyse that.
Yeah, and they probably, like being mates, they probably would have talked about it.
Almost certainly. I mean, they had a 3.5-hour car ride or whatever together. And they've got one back as well this afternoon, which is going to be the more...
that could be a terrible
more
car
interesting.
Ride. You knocked me out of top 8.
one.
Yep. Great car ride.
I'm just going to stop for gas.
Yeah.
Someone gets left behind.
Leave him there. I kind of actually really like John's squad, like that double Upsilon and Kylo, because you are double downing on that Upsilon, you know, just massive attack, off you go. But I'm very impressed with Tavison. You know, if he gets hit twice, and not twice as in 2 attacks, as in like he takes 2 damage, he can use his ability, like 1, 2, off he goes. So you can potentially be absolutely punished for hitting Tavison. Petty Officer Thanison, if you stress yourself in his arc, you're getting a jam token, so it gets worse and worse. Won't affect... I don't think that's going to affect Rick very much. The only person he has that's going to be stressing himself will be Tali, so less effective in this matchup. More effective if it was versing a Poe or a Kylo or something along those lines.
Yep.
You know, you can really catch him off guard, but because Jams obviously clears at the end of the round now.
Yeah,
so
Although I thought that was a bit rough in the change too.
It was, but it got buffed in that the person jamming
Gets
picks.
Like
that, nasty. Like I was playing a Boba Fett with Kira yesterday, so the jam was always a threat because they're not going to pick my focus. If I'm on the rock, they're going to pick the target lock and I can't shoot.
And yeah, you lose that whole benefit.
So that can, I think jam probably got buffed.
It's probably a little harder to use.
Could you imagine if it didn't?
If it didn't go away.
Yeah, imagine if like you did something in the next round and then they get to choose what they jam off.
Oh yeah, all right. That meant okay. Yeah. See, I wasn't thinking about that.
Yeah, I mean, if they'd left it how it was probably okay. But because of how they changed it, there's absolutely no way that could persist through the round.
Yep. No, that's totally fair.
There's not much that persists through the round now. What, you got strain tokens?
I haven't looked at them.
They persist, I'm pretty sure. So if you have 5, you've got 5 until you clear them. and that's -1 agility. It's not -5 agility, but if you've got 5 strain tokens, it's -1 agility until you clear them all.
Yep.
So situationally brutal.
That's not my timer. Thanks, though, Tom.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
So we have the only accurate
Well,
clock.
apparently we have the only clock. Unfortunately, that's not a technical hiccup that I can deal with.
So I don't think, me personally, I don't think Rick is making the right call here, trying to lead them on a chase, because if I was John, I'd be coming in quick through those rocks, just taking the dominant position and then
He's
going from there.
Put Rick in the corner and then
Exactly. He's got no
shoot him.
escape from there. If he'd come in through the middle, he has options to break out either side, and he's always got those options. Going to the corner, there's no rocks over there either, so you can't punish these Upsilons for having not a very good dial anymore, so could be interesting. I mean, he's got very quick ships, 4 straight boosts, but Kylo's just going to leave. Kylo's probably doing a 2 bank or something, and he's just going to walk away. And then these guys will come in hard.
Yeah, just chase the X-Wings.
Yeah, because sadly, there is a limiting factor to having these 3 low PS T70s, and that they're kind of a tight-knit unit.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, they want to be like that. They don't have to be. And I think it would show off some of Rick's skill if he decided to separate them, because running both T70s next to each other like that really double downs on your mistakes.
Yeah, it gives John an obvious target as well to aim for.
But if John catches one, he catches both.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, but I guess, I mean, obviously Jess wants to be near friends, otherwise you're wasting her pilot ability.
Exactly. So you
but wasting your pilot ability and not dying and getting shots
something to be said for that
is way better than, well, I got these rerolls. I mean, I'm still dead.
But I'm not getting shot.
And I didn't shoot.
I have these rerolls, but I'm not getting shot, so I don't need the rerolls.
Do you think this will go the full 75, or do you think it's going to be...
I actually think it will. These Upsilons are actually surprisingly tanky. I mean, Rick's list has a lot of firepower, a lot of consistent firepower. Jess rerolls on attack when she needs it. Wexley, he's focused target lock. Once they've done their damage, Bastion's getting target locks, albeit John has a lot of shields, so that Bastion target lock actually probably won't come into it for a couple turns.
That doesn't work until...
Damage card.
It has to be an actual damage card.
It has to be a damage card, so... And I think it specifically says damage card, so... Yeah, Bastion will be not as consistent. He'll be good, but me personally, I'll be killing Bastion first. Bastion will be the easiest kill target for him. Doesn't have Jess's reroll ability. Might have Tali, see what happens.
Yeah.
Wexley obviously can put the speed on and get out of there, whereas Bastion's kind of just plug and play, stuck in there, so...
What is he, Lieutenant?
Yep. It's a lot of lieutenants.
Dealt a damage card.
Yeah, specifically
so
not as good as Tavison, that's what it is. Yeah. Tavison, I only realised the other day that Tavison got the double use out of it.
Yeah.
The way it reads, you would naturally assume that once, whenever he's dealt damage, you get an action. So therefore you have to be dealt damage from 2 different ships to get it, but... Chris Allen so pointedly pointed out to me and Morgan that that means that you can just dump it all in one, which means you can get really punished for shooting that ship at the wrong time.
And I mean, it's not just him either, right? Because he could use coordinate.
Yes, jam, shoot him, get jammed. Like it's brutal. Like it can go very south. No, we'd like accurate time. Yeah.
We would.
What's that?
Aren't they all the same now?
Sure.
Oh.
Like I said, it only matters when we get down to the last 5 minutes anyway.
Yeah, close enough is good enough.
Did I just give my phone to somebody?
Yeah, you just
That's my black box, mate.
You just handed your phone off, man.
That's giving out the black box. The boys are under orders to destroy that. It's like that scene from Ted. Take it to the bottom of the sea and smash it. Like.
So what's Kylo's role here for John? Does Kylo hang out?
End game, like just literally end game. Those shuttles are going to go in, do God's work, and from there, Kylo should clean up whatever's left.
People bloody mime at us while we're trying to talk to. I don't know what's going on.
How big are those upsilons? Look at
Oh
wings are
yeah,
spread.
like it's
The
just
wings are spread. It is huge.
it's a big model.
So when I was last at Worlds, we did like a team epic, like the night before. And I
Yeah.
played Chris Allen and Travis Johnson, and they were running like 9 upsilons, and the guy who clears stress in the corner.
Yeah.
So they just zero started combat, clear stress. So they never had to move. So the whole corner was just upsilons, with gunner and operations specialist, like real 1.0 wholesome stuff. Right?
Yeah, totally fun.
But the lead upsilon in the middle, Dormit's the one that let him do it, like deploy like that. They like put on the bottom of his shuttle like a big pair of like brass balls. Big pair of brass balls, and they put like big smokestacks out the top, and it just made him look like it was a big trucker. Like,
Just sitting there with a
Yeah.
wall of big fat guns.
pretty much. Yeah, so John's doing what we expected. And the beauty of this move here is he's applying threat to Tali, so you can't just come in and try and flank and try and start working them down. So you'll see the one on the left, or the one on the bottom.
Yep.
It's got a really nice covering arc. 62. Oh, we were close.
We were close.
30 seconds off.
We were close.
So he's got a really nice covering arc, but Tavison also, depending where he goes from here, can cover that left flank. I don't think he will. I think Tavison's probably going to one bank right and start getting set up to take on the X-Wings.
Start shooting the X-Wings.
Because Kylo will kill Tali. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, Kylo will kill anything,
Yeah.
really.
I was really impressed. So I hadn't played Kylo since the Supernatural ban.
Yep. Supernatural ban.
It's a ban. Like, you can play it, but like it's
Yeah, you're
not
not going
feasible.
to.
Like, you can win. I think somebody just won a tournament in the US with it. But it's
So
too
how much
risky.
other stuff you can get?
With the inconsistency that you don't have the same consistency with auto thrusters and everything.
Yep.
That's a lot of points to go down if it goes down.
And I guess the other problem, too, is it's on 5s. It's not on 6s.
Exactly.
Like, if there was a 6, it could take Supernatural. That's a
Sure.
whole different kettle of fish. But you
Exactly.
run the risk of paying 24 points or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Like
Oh, except Vader, sorry. But
yeah,
the TIE Advance is just a TIE Advance.
yeah, exactly. It doesn't have boost, so it doesn't matter. Like, but do we see? By the way, they're doing dials, or at least he's doing dials, but I don't think
Yeah, we
dials
haven't.
move.
I don't think every.
He's setting his next. Oh, okay, whatever. Yep.
He's playing his.
John's playing.
He's playing his
3D,
own-
like
own
he's
game
on
in
next
his own
level
head.
of X-wing. So I think we can see here Rick with his limitations of that.
He wants to be in that formation.
It's going to be his demise, I think.
We might
Getting
even.
some weird dice variants. I think the 2 upsilons will actually be able to outjoust that.
Yep.
So Tali's doing one turn.
I'd be too hard and down
Ooh,
towards the
that's the
bottom of the
wrong
board if I was mad.
That's the wrong direction.
That's not how you fly
This
an
is
A-wing.
where Lulo would be better. Lulo could go right. She could go towards that bottom board edge.
Yeah.
Sit behind them and just plug away on them, you know? Make them think about it. Tali, her ability, she
She's
wants to be with that
Trying
swarm.
to point that bullseye at the
Yeah,
rest of the rebels.
she's trying to be relevant.
Yeah. Well, sitting behind 2 shuttles that aren't going to turn around and shoot you is
Very
reasonably relevant.
And that's where you want Lulo, you know? Like 4 dice.
Particularly
so
on
you
a
just keep doing it.
reinforced ship as well, because
Exactly.
then they've got to think about
They have to reinforce front, you know, having those 3 X-Wings there, which means that Lulo becomes in the
3
back
shots.
more and more relevant. And she can be that separate entity. Whereas, yeah, he kind of... I mean, I like Rick's build on Tali. I like that trick shot, crack shot. You know, you really double down on him.
Yep.
On that, you're going to get the ability. I think I would have preferred... I'm a big fan of Heroic.
Oh, me too.
Best upgrade in the game, man. Like, in that, I'm not saying that it's great because, hey, blank out, you get another reroll. That's amazing. But if you think about it, if you work the averages, you're actually immune, almost immune, to a one-hit attack.
Yeah.
Like, it can't hurt you.
Yeah. Well, close enough to.
Yeah, it's very low odds that a one-hit attack can hurt you.
Well, the Rick and I actually had a lengthy Facebook chat conversation about Heroic because he said Heroic was bad, and I said, no, it's not. And, I mean, my argument was if two players of equal skill are playing each other, then Heroic is a good card.
Yeah.
If the other guy's better than you, then Heroic doesn't matter.
No.
If you're better than the other guy, Heroic's relevant.
Yeah.
But in those close games, that one roll that is, I got this X-Wing in the wrong position, and I had 2 hit points left, and I died to a double blank. Or I had this shot, and I rolled just blanked out. Like, that one chance that you had to pull back that close game goes to the dice.
Yeah, and for 1 point, you could have fixed it.
That's right.
Best 1 point you ever spent, right? And A-Wings, they have 2 slots. Like, there's no reason not to have it.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, my whole resistance list is heroic.
Oh,
It's
absolutely. Just
like,
you just start with that. Like, it's great on everything, right? Like, I mean, not Wexley. Composure's great there. Composure was a crap card, except on Wexley.
Except on Wexley, yeah.
Much like Pattern Analyzer is a fair card,
Except if you're knee numb.
You know what I mean? Like, so this is where FFG's facing some problems there, in that they can't really do anything about those combos because it's okay on other ships. Like, it's not being abused. It's just one ship is abusing it. So what do you think Rick's doing here? We know Kylo's turning right. He's leaving.
Yeah, he has to.
He could get cute and 2 bank left. And,
Yeah.
and, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And try and make Rick make a decision.
I mean, I guess Rick could just assume that Kylo's going in that corner and just burn straight.
That's what I mean. He's telegraphed the run. He's going to run, and that's where sometimes me and Morgan always talk about it, that when you're having the ace off,
Yep.
having a playbook for things like that, or either moving first or telegraph a move and then come back the other way, you can really catch people off guard, because 2 upsilons, you can't ignore that.
Yep.
Rick cannot ignore that. If he goes left and gets it wrong, which there's a chance that
He's
Kylo just runs. There's a
preventives.
50-50 chance Kylo's running, right?
Yep.
If he goes the wrong way here, those upsilons are just going to mow him down. So I think Rick has to turn in.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if he can just slow turn in, he might get the 3-on-1.
He could try and get cute, 4 straight, and try and boost around, but with the current positioning of it, I don't think it.
Doesn't give him much room. Doesn't give him anywhere to go after that as well.
Exactly right. Thanisson's going to come through that board edge. He's going to go left or right of that rock in the top. Doesn't matter. And Tavison's got it. He's going to do a 1 bank, and he's got a 2-turn white. So like Tavison can chase you there. It's not like the old Omicron.
Yeah.
That's kind of very limited. See, he's coming. That's good. That's actually a good move. It's a very neutral move. And it keeps pressure on Tali, because he can still clear that rock, no problems.
Yep. I just want Tali turning left here, coming back around, behind.
Yeah. Tali needs to get... He's said... Yeah, look.
Oh, no.
He's double downing on it. It's okay.
I mean, he might have guessed right.
Yeah.
Like, he might catch Kylo here.
Exactly right.
And
these two know each other. You know what I mean? Like, so this could be less of a percentage play, more of a, I know this person, so they're probably going to do this. Yeah, see 2 bank left on Kylo would be excellent.
oh yeah,
If he does that with everything, which, normally they do all the same stuff, very limiting. This is what I was talking about. You catch one. It works both ways. You catch one in arc, you catch them all in arc. You dodge one.
you dodge all.
them all.
Yeah, it's 1 fire arc instead of.
So I wouldn't boost there. I would focus. Like,
Yep.
I would keep the pressure there. Make Kylo have to think about it. But now if Kylo does do the 2 bank left, which is what I would do, but I'm a Carnal Jax player, I go in. If there's an option to go out, I'm going in, all right?
Yeah. That's where you want to be, though. You want to be where the other guy knew you absolutely were not going to be.
Exactly. Like, just keep him guessing. And then when they guess you coming in, go out. You know what I mean?
See, Rick's not really left himself an option for next turn now.
Yeah, I kind of realised when I said it, they don't have a 1 bank blue. It's 2 bank blue only. So while the stop was a good move, it was like that win the battle, lose the war type thing.
Yeah.
I don't think Kylo's going to do a 2 left turn. I think that would be a mistake, because if Rick turned in like he did, it's really double downing on the mistake. I mean, he can get out of it. 2 left turn, roll right boost. He'll get out of it. But the 2 bank would leave him in a much better position.
Either, he didn't want to get caught, or he's just trying to make sure that he gets the angle on Kylo if Kylo turns right.
Exactly. So if he does a 2 bank, right?
You should have stayed there.
Yeah, great.
That
I
should be a
100%
focus.
agree. Should have focused. So he's
Or
now
even a target
completely unmodified. So
Yeah.
this is where you can get some cheeky damage through.
Wow.
So if he does a 2 bank, he can boost focus, or focus boost, and actually get some damage on Bastion for nothing. Morgan actually commented on this in their game yesterday. Rick would just, against Taverson, just 4 boost, and they were jousting. Morgan was like, I'm very confused by this because you're now rolling whatever you roll.
Unnatural dice.
Versus Taverson's fully modified attacks, because he's going to shoot Taverson first, or he's just going to negate the entire shot and not shoot at all. Just because you can boost doesn't
Yeah,
mean
well,
you
I
should,
mean,
you know what I mean?
I definitely fell into that trap when I started playing second edition with X-Wings. They can boost and barrel roll. Like, someone boost and barrel roll everywhere. I'm like, wait, I'm not hitting anything. Why am I hitting anything?
I'm doing it. Yeah, I mean, Jess does, but Jess is on the front right. She's like the least likely to shoot Kylo right now.
And I'm sure he must have an M9 G8 target lock somewhere, right? Like,
Yeah.
where like 9 turns in of nothing, so I can't see one on the table.
Surely you put one up quick. Like, first turn, you put one up.
Yeah.
I think M9 G8 actually is deceptively good, like, in that defensive side of things. So
Yeah.
put it on a ship that you know just need to keep mucking him up, slow him down.
I think particularly with the a little bit more brutal damage deck, being able to re-roll that crit, even if they roll it into a hit.
Yeah, it's still better.
It's-
Yeah.
yeah.
The damage deck is disgusting. 2.0, like, everything's devastating. So once we're going to see what John's doing here once Rick's done. He's obviously talking something out.
We should be able to hear them. I don't know what's going on there.
So this is just showing off those Tali limitations. Like, Lulo would be behind both those shuttles right now.
Yeah, and being a pain in the butt,
Exactly,
if
and
not
then
just doing damage.
Well, then it's advantageous for Rick to do what he's doing now, you know, just keep putting distance, because the longer he takes to engage, the more damage Lulo will do. And then he has a chance of coming in and, you know, potentially PS killing one of them.
So I was deciding between doing the hard 2 or hard left there.
Let's see what he's done. Did he go safe or did he go
So
for risky?
if I'd gone that way,
He's gone in, so he can make that, no problem.
Well,
But he's gone
yeah,
the other way.
sure.
He's gone for the safe play. I mean, that's fine. Kylo being alive is still good to go. So unmodified attacks against him. He should still focus boost here. Okay. It's hard to tell with the picture we got right now. I think the boost gets him out of range of, I think that's
Most of it.
snapshot, I think. I mean, and you've still got force, so it's fine. I think he's out of range of snap. He might be in on chess. Might. I don't know. It's hard to tell with this.
My 5's got no shot.
As you can see now with his Taverson, it's not a good spot to be in. Doing the 0 while it threatened Tali. Tali's not something he shouldn't care about Tali.
Yep.
Kylo's moving after, it doesn't matter. Using the Jess Power ability. And
Just
hit,
one
so
hit.
you should be fine. And there's pictures, he's fine.
Yep.
You got to try, right?
Well, you might as well roll the dice.
You never know.
Unlikelier things have happened.
We're going to show you the dark side.
Sorry, I'm just trying to work out why we can't hear the players, because that makes no sense.
There's a... he's Kylo. Kylo blinded. It's questionable. I tend to Kylo the...
Panic.
Yeah. I get it. Blinded's annoying for this squad because they are focused target lock, like they don't have force, but panic situationally lets you kill that whole ship, just kill it. It's got
Yep.
no actions, just get rid of it. And it's the exact same thing. They won't get to do... It's basically a blinded. So he's in range. 2 evades, so he's fine.
Ah, there we go.
Okay, end of the round.
Oh yeah, now we can hear it. So I'm not super impressed with John's positioning on his shuttles right now.
Yep.
That 2 bank has really limited him now. Like, he's going to have to turn onto
the debris.
Look, if he wants a shot,
What are we at? We've still got 48 minutes.
yeah.
But, I mean, now is the time we've got the X-Wing strapped in the corner, and if you have to go around the debris... Although the X-Wings are a little bit limited too with that piece of debris there,
Yeah.
is my
But
thing.
the positioning there is that basically, even if he turns in and the X-Wings go to the corner, he's going to drag him over a second debris. Like,
Yep.
it's just, you're not going to get that mileage out of Tavison's ability. Of all the ships to hit that debris, Tavison is the one that he does not want to touch it. Kylo can handle it.
Yep.
Thanison can handle it. Tavison, while he can handle it, could be potentially devastating to the rest of the game. The shuttles get 2 good passes before they have to reposition.
Yep.
And I feel like John's wasting them right now. We can hear the table behind them.
Yeah.
That's pretty good, Mike.
Oh, yeah. I mean, when I've got it, set up right, I've got to remember that for next time. When I unplug the computer and take it home with me, just make sure
Little post-it note.
it doesn't default to, stupid stuff.
We did our second time round talking about the squads was...
Oh, yeah.
It was the best I've ever
Everybody missed it.
heard. Yeah, it was the best, though. Like, that's their problem. Like, it was the greatest explanation of these two squads that you possibly
anyone could have possibly had. I mean, what does Rick do now? He's kind of committed to chasing Kylo. He doesn't.
Yeah.
And I mean, I guess he could theoretically K-turn up the board, but it probably just ends up with a head-on with 2 shuttles, which is exactly what he doesn't want.
I'm curious if Jess's 2-turn right fits there.
Wow, you're talking about this. Hang on, let's see if I can get this to work. You're talking about this
Right
one in here.
Yeah, I'm curious if that fits.
Oh. All right, so
because the other two, it fits on the other two, right?
yeah,
Like, they will make
easy.
it.
So 7 seconds ago, before you mentioned it, I would have said no way. But actually having a closer look at it,
Yeah.
it might just this little obstruction here, part of the debris.
He might
flick just past that.
But I think he'll be okay. Even if he touches it, I think it's probably worth the risk.
Yep.
Because
What do you lose? You lose a focus, right?
well, that's it. And the shuttles are not going to get good shots on him this turn. Like if you're going to take that stress, this is the time to do it. He's not going to get good shots. That one's stressed. I was actually interested to see if he'd do the 3 bank here or not because Thanison following Tavison is not what you want.
Yep.
Thanison has to move first. It's
Yeah.
really going to limit him. It's fine. Yep. I got hit by one debris yesterday. Not my debris. It was a rig cargo.
Yeah.
I would never hit an obstacle.
Yeah, well, not unless you meant to.
Exactly.
Or knew you were doing it.
So I got hit by it once. Rolled the crit.
Of course.
Every time.
Is that the K?
Where is his dial? I can't see it. I want to kind of hope it's the K. It's not.
No.
Okay.
What is he?
He's actually giving John a chance to get back in the game.
Yeah.
To be honest. Because if Tavison does do the 2-turn, and while he will hit that debris, and it's annoying, he now has a chance to catch
He
him.
can come
Where similar position
somewhere
where
in
Kylo,
here.
exactly where Kylo kind of is right now, he can catch him.
Maybe he's split up here.
Yep, so it's there. It's good. Be a very nice, if he doesn't boost here, very nice 2-turn on Tavison. It's worth the risk if Jess stays there. Just for that, I mean, 5 dice, if it's range 1.
Yeah.
Could be 0, could be 5. Probably about, I think
Somewhere
on
in
average it's
between.
about 2.
Yep.
Which, it's only a 2 agility ship, but I mean, that could stick.
Yep.
You might get a freebie here, So that top, I think that's Bastion.
That's
that
Bastion,
top
yep.
corner. I would have done the K-turn. Kylo's not coming. He's not going
No,
to...
this-
In no world is Bastion
Going to
getting
get
Kylo
shots
there.
at Kylo. So we've got a focus from Jess.
And Kylo's position, he is doing a 2-turn.
Yep.
He has to, which now means
100%.
he's going to get a focus boost or a target lock boost shot
Yep.
on Jess. So now he's done the 2-turn. Tavison's got a shot.
Tavison's got the shot.
And we got quite an accurate shot coming from Kylo, and he's not going to get punished for it because there's nothing there to shoot him. Maybe snap. You might cop a focus shot from snap. It doesn't matter. Like
We've got no snap composure shenanigans available there.
that's a hit. He's fine.
No damage. That's a stress though. So that shuts down his
it's
pilot
annoying,
ability.
yeah.
Oh, he's gone 4 forward as well.
So
Hi, Jess.
That's snap, so he's going to get a target lock. What he'll boost. Like, I wouldn't boost, but he'll boost. Yeah. Like, what does that do for him there? He has no turn-in ability, like maybe a 3 turn-in, but again, that's straight into the guns of Tavison.
Yep.
And Jess has to move first, so Tavison potentially can have a unstressed situation here, you know what I mean? Like,
Jason's very loud. Is that Jason? That sounds like Jason.
or Damien.
Oh, it could be Damien.
I like playing Damien, he's really great fun. Damien, my game yesterday, left me unbelievably salty. I've never put so much damage into a 1 agility ship and have it survive.
have it limp around on 1
Yeah.
at the end of the game.
So, like, Tali's coming in here.
It's too late, though.
She's largely irrelevant. It's 12 health ship. It's going to have 2 versus 2. He might get 1. He's got to roll 2 hits. He can't spend the focus here because if Danison's in range.
4 dice comes back at him or back at her.
It was interesting watching games yesterday because, me personally, the threat, I would never spend the focus in this instance if Danison's in range, right? You have to treat that threat as absolute.
Yep.
Especially when you're not having... The game's pretty even right now, so there's no reason to risk it. But so many people yesterday were just like, whatever, I'll just spend the focus. But it paid off. You know what I mean? Like just one. You're watching on tables next to me as well. Like, you just hear, stuff it, I'll spend it.
Like, there's nothing.
And you're like, you shouldn't. Like, it's bad practice to spend that there. You shouldn't be doing that. But their opponent would just be so flustered and amazed that they're doing it, and then just whatever the punishment that was supposed to happen in return
Doesn't happen.
never happens. You know what I mean? But it will one day.
Oh, yeah.
Just not this day.
The other problem, though, is people tend to forget that when it doesn't work and remember the times when it pays off.
Yeah.
So it's probably, not
Exactly.
paid off 9 times and paid off once, and they're remembering that one. Like,
Exactly.
yeah, I'll spend it, because last time...
It's fine. I didn't get punished last time. I mean, therefore, I won't get punished this time.
So Kylo did the 2 hard.
Yep. And
a
hopefully
boost.
I would target lock. He's a 2 hard boost. Should have probably target lock before he moved, but he's probably looking at the barrel roll. He'll roll closer to snap, but get out. I think he's potentially in Jess's arc right now, which might be what he's looking at. Beauty of Kylo is his 2 Suntiers. I would have target lock boost, and I would have. I'm going to put some serious hurt in Jess this round because she's got no rerolls. She's got nothing. I thought for sure because of how Snap's ability and with composure works, Jess 2 turning in to me would have telegraphed a Snap 2 turn in, so he could do this.
So he could get his free focus.
Exactly,
basically, yeah.
Free focus, do the boost into Jess, fail it, get a target lock.
Yep.
But I don't know. He's just chasing Kylo. Here we go. He's not stressing himself, so he measures it. Yeah, look at that. This is
You got to check that, man.
This is a
you
spray
need
and
to
pray.
know.
Okay, so I wouldn't shoot the petty officer. This is your one chance to get free damage on Tavison.
I'll use M9GA to reroll.
Okay, that's where the target lock is.
Okay. Takes 1. So that 1 in Tavison would have been much better there.
Than 1 on Tannison.
Well, he can't action. He's stressed. This is
Yep.
free damage on Tavison.
So, here.
That's really dodgy, George is saying. He just checked Jess's arc. It's really dodgy. Ooh.
It looks like 3 natural hits.
No.
Oh, no, one of them's a crit.
It's better. You're punishing Jess here. She has to spend that.
Yeah, I got it.
You
Yeah.
got to spend it, mate. A lot of guys and are about the focus spend. You don't know if you're going to roll with focus on that next shot.
Yeah, well, that's
you have
right.
no idea. Odds are you're probably not. It's the least likely picture on that dice.
Yeah. So just takes 1.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Just doesn't take...
Natty rolls, baby.
All right.
Straight under.
Kylo things.
No shield. No shields. Just that.
Yep. That's how Kylo works. Good.
Good thing he spent that
That's
focus.
surprising that Rick didn't know how that... I don't know if he's just flustered or something, but you would think those two, living... He should know how that...
Well, how that interaction works.
Yeah. I know Rick's a new enough player, but...
I'll spend the lock. Yep.
Who's Snap?
This must be Snap.
Has to be Snap.
So
Can't be Jess.
2 hits on Kylo, who's
Kylo
rolled
takes that's
1.
fine, 'cause he's got 5 to
Kylo
go.
has shields
So sometimes an early damage on Kylo is actually beneficial to the Kylo player.
because you start thinking about it a little bit more.
You set up the carrot on stick. You know what I mean? You set them up, they go, oh, I've already started on Kylo. I kind of
might as well keep going.
And it's a mistake. Take the shot of opportunity and move on. Ooh, that's an arc dodge. Yep. And I think he's got a shot there. Depends on the camera angle. It's strange. Yeah. Spray and pray.
No mods.
You watch. Could be 3 hits. Ooh. Kylo will natty roll out. Sweet. I mean, it didn't matter. I used the force.
Yeah,
on
use the
focus.
force.
Yeah.
Which he gets back at the end of the turn
Yeah,
anyway.
it doesn't matter.
I'm going to show you the dark side again.
Panicked. This is where you want the panicked. It'll be devastating for Jess. If she takes another crit and you put a panic on her, she's done. She's got no repositions available next turn. She can't 4K or anything like that to try and get shots on Tavison.
Yep.
Oh, there it
Panic
is.
pilot.
Yeah, devastating. If he crits.
Which he doesn't
They
have.
could sit there for the rest of the game for all we know.
Yeah, he doesn't have anything to turn into a crit.
Well, if he keeps doing what he's doing, yeah, potentially
Well, yeah.
he'll kill Jess with shields intact.
Yeah, well,
Ooh.
that's
That'd be a very long car ride home. So we got 5,
yep. So this is into Jess.
and there is a crit in there. So on average, Jess takes 1.
Jess takes that panic pilot.
Jess takes 1. There it is.
Oh
Yeah.
boy.
Double stress. There's one thing I know from all my Palpatine play. I know my dice rolls. And I build entire turns around that.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I think most good players, if they're not doing that, are unconsciously, they kind of have got that gut feeling, and
Yep.
it's pretty accurate.
That was range 3.
Unlucky. Oh, well. He got 2 crits. You can't complain.
No, that's right.
It's good that, like, this shouldn't matter.
No.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, irrelevant. He needed 2 to 3 hits to even potentially get
take
a look,
away a
get a
shield.
sniff at 1 shield. So correct me if I'm wrong. Resistance A-wings can barrel roll, can't they?
Yes, absolutely. They can barrel.
So
They link into a boost.
yeah, or a spin. Yeah.
Yes, so they can barrel roll and then boost, but what they can't do is boost and then barrel roll.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah. So I think John's probably going to try and send Petty Officer Thanison at Tali. I think it's a waste of time. Don't bother. Okay, like he 1 straight, clears the stress. Tali's doing a 2 straight. Just barrel rolls out of the arc. Irrelevant. So it's a waste of time. If he 1 banks, he keeps his stress, which makes his life harder for the rest of the game, because then he's going to try and get around and clear that stress to get a shot that matters. Which is interesting, because if he'd actually had a focus end, could potentially, like, I think he would have dealt 1 or 2
to Tali.
Tali. Like, he's getting punished for that. So if he does a move to clear his stress, he can't hit Tali. If he 1 banks in to try and get Tali and catch up, Tali's 2 straight, roll boost, she's gone. I think John hopefully doesn't take the bait here.
This is what you were talking about before, though, about the positioning of the shuttles, because Thanison has to move first.
Yeah.
And ideally, Thanison wants to occupy that space where Tavison is right now.
Yeah. I'd still 2-turn on.
Still
I
just
would still do it.
into the back.
You just want to twist that arc.
Yep.
Just twist it as much as possible. He'll get most of the way through that. So he'll actually have a shot, and his arc will probably kind of almost point towards that middle rock on the right.
Yep.
So he's got a very good chance of snapping Jess.
Yep.
Just. I mean, he might roll nothing. Again, it's 4 attack dice. He might roll 4, might roll 1, whatever. Right? Should roll 2. That's a very good chance of sinking some meaningful damage. And I think Jess moves first
Yep.
for Tavison. 2 bank hits that debris.
Yep.
It does give you a range 1 shot on both of those X-Wings, but it's not the X-Wing. She hit Bastion, I guess. Like, whatever. It doesn't matter between those two. You just kill whichever one is presenting itself first. I don't think Tavison can get a shot on Jess this turn.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. He could stop.
No, he's stressed.
Oh, he's stressed.
Yeah,
He can't even do that.
That's
It's
what
not
I mean.
even
He's
an
getting.
option.
He's
Right.
getting that earlier stop
Hurt him.
has compromised his game plan, because if he didn't do it and he'd not taken the Tali bait
Yep.
and turned right, he would have one forwarded from there,
Yep.
and he would actually be looking at Jess. He would have been looking at Jess last turn with a focus, or if Jess had shot him, with a focus target lock.
Yep.
And Jess could be like really in trouble
Really.
right now. So it's amazing how, like, I always find it interesting when an early mistake like that, it potentially could cost you the game. You know? I played Grant yesterday and he did a 4 straight instead of a 3 straight. Cost him the game.
Yeah.
And that was first turn of engagement.
Yeah. What are your options for Jess here? Die.
I think 3 straight is blue on them.
It probably is on the
Pretty
resistance
sure
ones,
3 straight is blue. I'd just bang in a 3 straight, to be honest. Clear of stress. He's still got 3 shields. Like, he's not unhealthy.
Yep.
It might feel like that, but I would just 3 straight and whatever. None of it. Maybe Thanison with a 2 turn, depending how favourable it is, will maybe get a shot. But you 3 straight, you're parked. Kylo 2 forward might still get you. So, I mean, you correct that to a 2 straight. Depends what you want to get shot by. So,
Yeah.
you do a 2 straight, you block Kylo. If Kylo decides to want Jess, you're going to block him. You do a 3 straight, you're potentially opening up Kylo, but you're not getting shot by Thanison.
Yep.
You do a 2 straight, you block Kylo, but you are definitely getting shot by Thanison. And depends how cheeky, like, not knowing how John plays, I mean, there's an option for him here to 1 straight after Jess moves on Tavison and coordinate back to Thanison with
Yep.
focus and potentially maybe catch him off guard and light him up.
Yep. Okay. I can see that.
I find when I look at lists, you know, you just, as the game goes on, you can see the tricks available to him.
Yep.
That's what I'd be going for this round. I'd be trying to get a coordinate onto Thanison because he's not going to touch the debris field.
Yeah.
Tavison's already swallowed that thing whole.
It looks like the 1 straight.
Took the bait. Look, it could be one of those things that's like, you know that I know that you know. You know what I mean? Like, so he might catch Tali. I don't think so. I'd 2 straight on Tali and call his bluff, to be honest.
Yep. So he's gone with a focus.
I would have 2 turn there. 2. Yeah, it was brutal. I mean, Thanison didn't turn in.
That might work out for him, yeah.
Could be a good block.
I mean, he might block both
so
of them.
knowing that you're doing the 1 forward on Jess, okay? Knowing that you're doing the 1, that's probably going to bump. I think he'll still clip the debris, which he might be out of the debris.
Clear
This
the
could
debris.
be like this is really good for John if this actually doesn't hit that debris, because then any shots going
It
to
turns
Tavison,
into
you're
an
going to get
action.
lit up. So my question here, knowing that you're doing a 1 forward on Jess and you're going to attempt to block, I think he's going to hit that debris. You're going to attempt to block Kylo here. Why would you do a 3 turn
3 turn with.
on Bastion? Because 3 turn is going to bring you further down the table.
Yep.
Whereas a 2 turn, you're further up the table. You're opening your arc up. You're not going to get range 1. Like, it's just not. It's not happening. So, do you see what he's done here?
Yep. Yeah, I see what you're saying. He needed to be back here.
He's opening up John to a potential arc dodge by accident.
Yep.
Whereas a 2 turn, he's further up. He's further up, and he'll get a shot. Knowing how 2 ships in formation work,
Yep.
if Bastion done a 2-turn, he'd be basically one base length straight up
Yep.
from where he is right now. You're going to get a really great chance to just light Kylo up if he's gone for Kylo. Me personally, everything would be going in Tavison this round. Unless Kylo's blocked. Kylo's blocked hitting.
Now we'll never know.
What's he put down?
Looks like a 2-bank.
He's straight on, we know that. Boost, just bump Kylo again, but we're not, whatever. So I'm questioning that. Again, I have a ruthless edge to me. So
That doesn't help him.
you don't want Kylo to shoot Jess.
Yeah.
You don't.
No.
Okay? If Kylo's doing the 2 straight, I mean, he might fit in that gap, he might not. We don't know until we get a closer look. 5 forward, there you go. So again, the Tali bait. There's no way that John was getting a shot on Tali.
Yeah.
I would not have even taken the bait. And if he had done the 2-turn, potentially could have made him at least lose his focus to get out of it.
Thinking, do I do a 3-bank like that, or what do I do?
5 straight, that's not a good move.
Well, it gives him Jess, and he's only getting shot by 1
Well,
X-Wing.
he's going to hit Tavison, so we work our way back. It's hard to tell with that stupid wing in the way, but he might fit in the gap between Tavison
And Jess.
Jess, maybe? I think he's going to fit between Snap and that. Just take him off the base, yeah, good. So he's not fitting there. Back. Again, this is I'm questioning the boost
From
Snap.
Yeah.
I'm really questioning that.
the only thing I can think of is he didn't think he was going to.
As we talked about, he's not fitting there.
Yeah. The only thing I think about with that boost is he was thinking he wasn't going to make it, and he was going to get a focus out of it.
Yeah, okay, but
But
But again, like, if you're unsure of it, just don't do it. You know, play the safe. There's no reason to be risking anything right now. And he's just giving John more and more chances to get back in the game.
Well, he gave John shots on Jess and gave up shots from Snap into Kylo. Like, if everything worked according to plan, he has 2 X-Wings shooting in the back of Kylo, and the X-Wing that's damaged isn't getting shot.
Absolutely.
This result, he's given up 1 X-Wing shooting and given Kylo a target to shoot at.
Yep.
So it's literally the worst thing
It's
that he
the
could have.
worst possible thing that could have happened for him to send.
Yeah.
You still take action, it's not stress if you take a damage.
And that's just inexperience. Right there from Rick.
It's just not really having that competitive edge used to going for that thing. So just don't get me wrong. Some people they just snap boosts on boosting, you know. But again, I mean, even Snap did a 1 forward boost there.
Yep.
He is lighting Kylo up.
Yeah.
1 forward boost. Kylo would be bumped into Jess right now and taken a range 1.
That's what you wanted.
And a range 2 from Bastion, which is perfect because the range 1 from Snap could have done the hull damage.
Yep.
Give Bastion a target lock. You could have just 1-rounded him.
So 1 hit on Jess from
That's fine.
Kylo.
That's just the correct play. Should see you in evade.
And we have a reroll.
Should re-roll. Yep. It's like a 44% chance on 2 dice to see an evade. It's pretty unlucky for. That's pretty unlucky for Rick there.
I mean, I guess it was not a great roll from Kylo. Like 4 dice should have been 2. Should have been 2 hits. So 1 through is roughly the expected.
Yeah, exactly right. Like 2 hits, he should have seen 1 evade. We should have seen 1 anyway. So we got a range 1 in the Snap. That's a freebie.
Yep. That's attacks only.
Yeah. It's all good. That's really nice of John to point that out. Do you know what crit keeps throwing me while we just wait for these guys to go through the motion?
Stun pilot.
Stun pilot. It used to be...
Used to be ships or obstacles, and now it's just obstacles.
Yeah.
I've had to stop 2 stream games for that.
I think one of them was mine.
Might have been.
Last week at Penrith.
Yeah,
I
it was.
questioning
Yeah.
Because
you're right.
if it was ships or
dead.
whatever it is now, it was on Snap.
Yeah.
Snap
Fail
boosting.
Yeah, that was going to be a
Bastion.
lengthy one.
Ooh. Good roll.
This is say 4 crits.
He did say 4
Put him
crits.
in there.
Kylo has 1 shield and 3 greens and
Kylo
a force
should
charge.
He should take a hit, a crit. There it is, hit crit. So, not... I mean, like...
So take 2, so that's
Yeah,
one
hit
shield
crit.
and crit.
This... What did he get? I don't know what that is.
Weapons failure.
That's fine. Kylo's leaving anyway. He'll get rid of that.
As you've taken a damage, I'm going to push the lock into fire.
So that's the M9G8 lock.
Yep.
So that was Bastion's shot. I've seen him do this before. Moving on to Kylo. So now he's going to try and start messing with Kylo. Try and slow him down a bit. I didn't see how Tavison's shot went. Because we've obviously gone past it already.
Yep.
Recharge your ability.
Yep.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
It happens.
So Thanison, 2-turn right. Fits nicely.
Yep.
2-turn right, focus. You might catch Bastion. You're definitely not catching the 2 X-Wings. But he's setting himself up to follow Jess. 2-turn right, 2-turn right. He's just going to do the loop. He'll clear the debris because of how the 2-turn works on a large base. So he's going to slide around the debris nicely. Depends if Rick sees that coming. If I was Rick, I'd be 1 banking Jess up
Fantastic.
towards the left side of the board edge.
Yep.
Yeah, Bastion did get his free lock and he put on Kylo. I'd 1 bank up because obviously the Upsilon, it can only 2 turns. So
Yep.
you just keep making him twist that arc around and you should be safe for a while. Again, John is being severely punished for that 0 earlier in the game.
Yeah. Wow.
And again, like you look back to that 0, he did the 2 bank to clear the stress. Again, the 1 bank would have been better. Like, just you don't have to clear stress. Again, even where he was, a 2-turn
Yep.
and just 1 forward the next round. Like, there was a much better options he had than people. A lot of people just fixate must clear stress, must clear stress. You don't have to clear stress.
Yep.
If you see a better position you can get into, i.e., right now, if Jess does a 3-turn right,
Yep.
he's safe from Kylo. Kylo's got a weapons failure. Bastion's following up with a target lock. Kylo's leaving.
And Kylo's down to half as well. Limping along on 3.
Yeah, Kylo's leaving. Like, if I'm a Kylo player, I'm leaving. I'm going to let these shuttles do their work. I'm coming back. I don't know what his options are to leave, though. So again, if I'm the Tavison player, I'm going to 2-turn right.
Yep.
What he should have done last turn. I'm going to 2-turn right. Jess moves first. You're going to move into that position. You're going to ram snap Wexley, but you're going to get a great shot on Bastion.
Yep.
He's just got to accept the fact that stress is not going anywhere. Tavison's full health doesn't matter. Like,
I guess that's a hard thing too. Like, I've got this cool pilot ability that I want to use.
yeah.
So I'm
of
stressed.
people
I got
fixate
to do it. I got to
That
do it.
must,
Like, I got to get rid
must.
of the stress.
Just having that tactical mindset in it, knowing when you should clear something like that,
And when it's okay not
when
to.
it's okay not to. And this is a situation. It's okay not to. Sacrifice it. You're going to point yourself with the debris anyway. You're either going to hit the top debris or hit the second on the right.
Yep.
Like, you're hitting one of them, so embrace it. Arms wide open. Embrace it for the shot. The thing about these big 5 dice attacks is it's like with Fenrau. Sometimes you roll in and you do 4 blanks. The very next time you come in and there's 4 hits and a crit. You know what I mean? Like, just keep throwing those
Throw
dice.
those dice.
It's going to eventually swing back around for you.
We've got just under 20 minutes left in the round.
What's our point situation? So Rick's on 38.
Rick's on 38.
Jess is 1 point.
Jess is 1 point away from half, and I'm not sure if we missed any damage from Tavison's shots.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure either.
Last turn.
If we can actually see his side of the board. So Jess has still got 2 shields. The X-Wing down from her has got 3. The other X-Wing has 3. And Tali has got 2, so no, there's no damage dealt.
Yeah, no damage. Shields everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a 2 hard.
Yeah.
That should have been last turn.
Yeah. Because you picture the position he'd be in right now.
Yep.
Yes, he'd be moving too hard or very slowly onto that debris now. But, again, so last turn he would have run into the back of Tavson and twisted his arc around and potentially had an extra shot on Jess or Snap. And then now he'd be two-turning into the back of Tavison again, while he would be getting stressed. Again, he'd be probably twisting his arc to looking about where Bastion is right now.
Yeah, and
which he set himself up for the follow. Then you can then you can start on your 1 forwards and things like that. Both Upsilons are on 5 shields. Cheers for that. Who knows? Maybe one of these guys snores and kept the other one up all night.
Maybe.
You just don't know. I've seen John play Upsilons a lot, so like I know he's got experience in it. So I would have banked there.
Yep.
Because if he banked, he'd dodge Thanison, and 2, he could clear the crit. He could clear the blinded. Now he's got to choose between the 2 of them. That shot's on. He has to boost. Which is upsetting because he's in a great position there to block the Kylo 3 bank. He has to boost. You cannot stay there. Depending on the Tavison move as well, I mean, Thanison's in a great spot to 1 bank in.
Yep.
Start chasing, like he's not stressed anymore. Boost. Jesse Parver will boost.
Boost, she'll boost forward 1.
So he's just let him set up the chase.
Yep.
So if you've done the bank boost, you're ready to 4KO. Whatever, right?
Yeah.
Well, let's start again. If you've done the 1 bank, you would have dodged the arc.
Yep.
Cleared the crit, ready to 4K or whatever, get back in the fight. Doing that really neutral 1 straight maneuvers. That's great. That's great for a John right there. It's a very neutral maneuver. It's neither aggressive nor defensive. It's not arc dodging. So he's really setting himself back multiple turns.
Yep.
Because now he's still got to clear the blinded. He's still got things he's got to do before he becomes relevant again. Even a bank boost there, he could have 4K'd, been out of some of these guys' arcs next round.
Yep.
And then 1 forward, clear it, or whatever. He's got other options. Or just left. He could have 1 banked, then 3 turn or 2 turn or whatever. Just get out of there.
Get out of there.
Take some time. Again, he's in front. It's 15 minutes to go. He's in front. There's no reason for him to be giving John a chance.
Yep.
I would not, because all that matters now is win, right? Just win.
Take the 38
Don't give him a
points and
chance.
Call it a day.
Exactly. Take win by an inch, win by a mile.
Yep.
The old Vin Diesel saying.
Oh boy.
So this situation here, if that was Rick moving it, you would say, okay, Rick, you stuff that up. Therefore, we have to assume the absolute that you're on the debris. Because John stuffed that up, you have to swing it the other way now.
Yep.
You have to say, look, you moved my ship. Therefore, I think that
Benefit
that's
of the
just
doubt
how it
needs
goes.
to
So
go.
when it comes to an important move, I will never do it. If it's my ship, I'll say don't touch it. I'll do it.
Yep.
If it's your ship, I will let you make your own mistakes. It's up to you. So again, like me, I just judge. He moved my ship. I think I was good. He's trying to very nicely say,
Hey man.
you stuffed this up, but you're on the top table or you're in the top 8. The judge is next to you.
Yeah.
He's literally watching 3 games. Like, bring him over. Hell, I've seen Marcus yesterday. An important move like that, and his opponent went to do it, and Marcus said, look, this is actually a very important move, and whether you bump or not matters. He went and got the judge to do the move.
Yep. So we've ended up on the debris.
This is not
Is
good
that
for
range
John.
1 from that
Sorry, it's not good for Rick.
that shuttle?
Potentially
It's
range
close.
1, but he's, okay, 1, he's letting Kylo
Yeah, well,
back in the game. Okay, Kylo's
Kylo
back.
now gets to play.
Lulo, ignore that. Lulo will do 2 to 3, maybe. Kylo averages 2 to 3 in defense. Kylo comes in. Kylo should actually, I think one force is correct. I haven't been paying attention to his spores.
Yeah, he's got them on the.
Okay,
He's got them on the
Kylo's in.
table here.
He just rotated that up to the rear. Kylo can come in,
man.
no punishment.
It doesn't matter. Nothing's pointing at you.
I'm super confused by that. This comes back to the snap play before,
Yeah.
but with Rick. So Rick knew
yeah.
Jess was going to try and bump Kylo. Why would you put Snap in that position? You knew Tavison was going to be there.
Yep.
He knew Tavison was going to be there. Why'd you do two forward,
Yeah,
two bank, three bank, anything? Like
Literally
he's not
anything
stressed.
else.
He's not stressed. Yes, he's got a free shot on Tali, whatever. That's the wrong ship.
Yeah.
Trick shot. Still 3 dice.
So trick shot, get the extra dice.
Crack shot's only bullseye now, though, right?
So I personally don't run bullseye EBTs on A-Wings, the
Yep.
resistance A-Wings. Tali's unique. You're going for the bullseye, get away with it. But, Predator's not good on them. They're often shooting out the rear. Predator's not good. Crack shot, whatever, marksmanship, whatever. They're not good on them. This should be probably 2 hits, to be honest. Yeah, this should be 2 hits. There it is, bang. Is that a crit or a focus? Hard to tell.
I think it's a crit. I think he just said 2 hits.
Freebie. So,
Yeah.
so current point situation, you get 1 more on Tali, you get 1 more on Jess. John's in front.
Yep.
And that's what I'd be going for right now. I'd be throwing everything at that.
He's also still got this.
Yeah, we don't know how
shuttle
this
shot
is.
this
This
turn.
could be massive, for all we know. He's due for a big roll. He hasn't had a big roll yet. All these big attacks not panned out.
I can see 2
Yeah,
blanks.
average. Oh, crit.
They're both crits.
Just a casual crit. So should see 2 evades here. That's upsetting. And composure means no heroic. So I would have still put that on Bastion. Or actually they're both untouched, aren't they?
Yeah, they were both untouched.
Okay, it doesn't matter.
So it makes no
doesn't matter.
difference.
Now my 1.
Can I just clarify?
Yep.
This was the stress card that got
Yep.
flipped, so that's not technically a damage card.
It is a damage card.
Right.
So
And
you're
no
on
one
3
is too.
damage. Yep.
Right.
So I think it's starting to dawn on Rick. He's literally 2 hull points from losing this game.
Yep.
Because I don't see him. He's not going to half health either of these shuttles.
And he's not going to kill Kylo.
His current position. His current positioning, he's not half healthing either of these shuttles. It's just unless he does some super risky plays, it's not happening.
So this is two more hits on Taman on Snap from the back shuttle.
Yeah, he should be fine here. I don't think he.
Range 3 through a rock.
Safe,
Yeah, should be fine.
Yeah.
This is so you can't let these Upsilons just keep doing this. So he's letting the Upsilons chase him now. Yes, he can try and do whatever move he needs to do to get some distance on them right now. But again, if I'm John, that's
Well, I think realistically, Rick has scored all the points that he can score this game.
yeah, he's
That's
not.
it.
He's,
He's
not
not
getting
getting
anything
another
else.
point.
It's not happening.
He needs to.
So, if I'm John, this is how I'm playing this turnout. Tell me if you think of something else. I'm going to 1 turn Thanison. 2 turns going to run into the back of Tavson,
Yep.
and therefore not twist your arc around as much as you want.
Yep.
I think you 1 turn, you accept the fact you're going to be double stressed.
Yep.
You're going to clear them eventually, but you just want to you just need to shoot right
Yep.
now. There are only 2 agility ships you're shooting at. You just want to keep shooting because he's got 2 options for half points coming up.
Yep.
So you 1 turn. Tavson, 2 turn again.
Yep.
You ignore it. You've botched it. You just accept the fact you're stressed. Spray and pray.
Yep.
You need to do it. You got roughly about 9.5 minutes left to the correct clock.
2 turn gets past Kylo, right?
It does. 2
Large
turn goes
base,
past
no
Kylo.
problems.
Jess moves. Jess is moving first.
All the X-wings.
So you're going to complete that 2 turn.
Yep.
So you're going to be in a great spot. Knowing that Tali's just there, that's the one place she can't be next turn. So you 3 bank Kylo. It's unblockable.
Yep.
Kylo's unleashed. Kylo's probably going to clear his weapons failure, ready to come in and probably get 2 turns more after that turn of attacks.
Yep.
But if you're Rick right now, Snap is stressed. So Snap's doing a 1 forward or 2 bank or whatever. He's doing a blue maneuver to clear it. So you've that stress actually is really bad for Rick because he can't just K-turn on everything. John does need to be more careful with his board state. You're not wrong, Seb, but it's okay. It's just top table, a little bit nervous. It happens. I would still 4K Bastion, to be honest. 8 minutes. He could run. He could run. Could just 4 straight boost. You could just leave. The problem is that how... If he does if John does what I just talked about before, he's open to 3 straight, 3 bank. He can catch him.
Yep.
And Rick needs to recognise that. So he either needs to go for another half points or go for the Kylo kill.
Yes.
He did not
because he spent one.
Because he spent 1 this week.
1 is the correct number.
That's why I hate Kylo so good.
Yeah.
I also picture hate Kylo, just, the old Anakin thing, just flying around screaming, "I hate you," to all your opponents. Yeah, I would sacrifice everything on those upsilons right now to just shoot. That's the play I'd take. I don't know what's going through John's head, but again, you just keep throwing 4 dice.
4 dice is 4 dice is 4 dice.
50-50 chance on each dice. You're going to see 2 hits every time. 2 hits sticks on X-wings.
Yep.
Unless Rick just keeps natting double pitches, you're going to stick damage. So, and also the 1 turn really threatens Tali there.
Yeah.
Because if Tali turns in to try and get cute,
Yep.
she's getting punished. She's getting
That
really
could be
punished.
dead Tali.
Yeah. So let's have a look. Let's see what he does. I would sacrifice everything for board position right now. Great.
There we go.
That's a good start. Who knows? Maybe he can hear me. I don't know.
Nah, there's not a chance.
It's you speak up.
Not a chance.
You speak up, please. I only heard the 1 turn.
Yeah, I only heard half of the strategy.
Yeah, chuck the dice, 1 in 8 chance. Doesn't matter. But he's not shooting. He's not going to go for that guy. If he does, Rick's seen the Matrix and he's going to win the game. He's coming in. Dangerous.
Oh my god.
Mate. You guys can't see it, but Brad's holding his hands on his head.
Some things are just painful to watch.
That is painful to watch, yeah.
And
really,
ships bumping and
you can't be doing that.
tokens and...
These turns really matter. These are very important turns. You can't be doing that. So a lot of people don't know, if someone bumps your ship and they put it back in place, you can still reach over and go, "No, I don't think that's correct."
Yeah, well...
You adjust it. Same as if you bump your own ship,
Yep.
I can reach over and say, "No, I don't think
that's
you're
not
correct."
right.
It always goes to the opponent. You don't get a benefit from it. That's the whole point
Yeah,
about it.
Huh?
He's, look, so because he bumped that ship,
Yeah, we don't
no
know.
matter what, I would call a judge and say, "I think I made it." Drunk on power.
Yeah, I mean, part of that's possibly just because obviously they've only got one side of the table they can walk around.
What did... No. Why is... No, move Taverson. Can you go tell them to move Taverson? No, Taverson's... Is his dial revealed or did he bump? Ah, that's a mistake. Bad call. Yeah. Yeah, bad call. I mean, he's going to get shots for it. But
Yep. But he probably shouldn't have.
doesn't matter. Yeah, irrelevant shots. Great move from Kylo. I would clear the weapon failure. Stay there. You're only getting shot by 2 dice attack. You just stay there. He's letting John do the moves because it's on John's side of the board.
Yeah, and
It's a big table. Like, they've got to walk around a
and they
long
can only
way.
walk around one side because
Yeah,
of the
it's a
camera
pain in
setup
the
and
ass,
stuff. So
Can you just get a points check from the stream? Thank you.
Yep. Flip it down. Alright.
Yeah, that's what you do. You flip the crit, so you can get rid of that weapons value.
yep. Can we give them that information?
He doesn't have a focus?
Nope.
They're
He's got one.
they're not allowed to do it. They can do it if they are willing, but they've got to then take into consideration is this
Too hot, 3 hot.
Yep. And he's got nothing.
It's a very simple calculation. You look at your points and go, I've given up 0. And you've given up half Kylo. Very quick points check. Points check done. Rick's in front.
Well, yeah, Rick's the only one on the board.
Yeah. So this is actually John's game to lose. Like, I
Yeah.
think that John is in the position of dominance, and he has been for a while now.
He's just
And
not.
he's just not making the right plays.
He's not turned around fast enough.
Exactly.
Trying
You
to
think-
avoid obstacles.
Yeah, you think like you did that 2-turn on Tavison. You're gonna get to shoot Jess. Jess is a target you want to be shooting.
I'm not going to spend it.
Correct. That's into the shuttle. Take one on. Who was that on? Thanos.
That was on Thanison. Yep, Thanison down to 3 shields.
So
Just give him that stress. He's tempted into blue.
Yep.
So we got 3v3 into Tali. Should see 2 to 3 hits from Kylo.
Yep.
Should see 2 evades from
Range what was it? 3.
range 4.
Yeah.
That's a new one.
We're playing epic.
Hit crit. So this is into Jess. Jess is your least lock. Jess is your least likely shot here because she's got the rerolls.
Yep.
So while it looks good, if you stop and think about it, it's not a good shot. So I would have gone for Tali there. You have a chance of slipping in that one that you need to slip through.
This is the shuttle.
This one, yep.
No, this one here.
Okay,
Do you want me to measure it?
No, it's fine.
Range 3.
Yep.
So this is Jess into
Thanison.
Thanison.
And a crit.
Yep.
And I'll
Reroll it. You're going to get the charge back anyway.
re-roll.
Actually, he's got one more shot coming back at him.
My mistake. Hit crit.
Actually, he's still got blinded.
Yep.
Can't do anything.
Okay.
So while this is a good shot from Tavison, again, like
Going 4 into
talking about board positioning, Kylo's in the way of the turn. 3, nice. It's about time. He's due for that.
4 dice for me.
Should see 1 go through.
I'll spend the focus.
So close.
Nice.
And we clear into here.
30 seconds left. There you go.
That's potentially Tali dead.
I'm going to spend the focus.
She's out of it. So this is why. So you see how he split his shots up.
Yeah.
So it was his game to give away.
Yep.
Split his shots up. Like X-Wing 101, don't split shots.
Since the last
So if you had put Kylo, I'm not saying Kylo could have rolled 3 blanks. We don't know. Whatever. Put Kylo into knowing that you want to shoot Thanison into Tali. Was there a dial down?
Yeah.
That's time.
The guys have said 1 more turn.
Okay.
Tim was just explaining the points calculation, just letting them know that we can't tell them. We can't do the math for them.
Excuse me.
And I think what Rick just asked Tim as well is if he was allowed to write it down.
No.
So, John kills Tali, evens up the score.
Yep.
That's not super likely.
He's in a great position to hit Jess hard.
Yep.
He could kill Jess.
And
Jess
Jess
52
wins.
points.
Jess wins him the game.
Yeah, or
No.
half Tali, half Jess. He can win off
Oh,
that.
yeah, killing Jess.
So if I'm Jess right now, you have 2 choices. 1 straight, focus,
Hope.
use the ability. Use the ability. You're not shooting, you're blind and pilot. Whatever you shoot, it doesn't matter. 1 straight, just embrace all your mates, get your rerolls up and running and try and shrug off some damage. I think the no-take rule's fine. We
What
had
about-
players. We had players at 2015 Worlds
Yeah.
that they had a page for every player they played, and they wrote down every move you did. They wrote every ship you had. They wrote down every move you did,
Yeah.
and therefore when they played you later, they had your playbook.
Yeah. Literally.
Or when you played their mate later, they gave their mate the playbook.
Oh.
Yeah. So, I mean, if you think that's okay, go ahead. Sure, you can't write down the points, but would you rather somebody write down every move you do?
Yeah.
And then you play them in top 8.
Yeah. Well.
And they've literally got. You have to change your entire playbook to play these guys.
Yeah. Hey, so if you're Rick here, right, and your game plan is to stay alive with Jess, what if you 3 straight? Oh, that's the wrong thing, Brad. Where's my thing?
There it
What
is.
if you 3 straight in here, right?
Yep.
And then boost.
Boost left. So
You probably don't get shot by anyone there.
So Thanison moves first.
I forgot about
He's going
that.
to block the boost.
He's going to stop the boost.
Yeah. I was looking at that, but Thanison's going to 1 straight. So the boost is gone. Like,
Yep.
there's no move that Jess has that I can see
That doesn't get shot.
that doesn't get shot. Maybe a 3 straight boost fits and he parks directly in front of Kylo.
Yeah.
Might slide by the 1 straight.
That level of note taking seems
Mate,
rather
that's
excessive.
competitive.
But that
play,
could be
like,
the difference between. Well, have you seen an NFL playbook?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly right. Like that's the reason they cover their lips when they talk
Yeah.
about it. Like that's competitive. That is the level of competition at World Championships. Like you should be ready for that. You won't see that at your local event,
No,
but you might.
but you might.
Yeah, you might. You might now.
Yeah, well, you're giving
Just
away.
texting my friend every time you do a move. I mean, it's
Like,
fine.
That's totally fine.
It's totally fine. It's legit. So yeah, John 1 straight. Tavison 2 turn. Try and spin the arc. They got a 3 turn actually. Tavison 3 turn will potentially get past Kylo there.
Yeah,
Just in. You know, just go in. You're going to run into snap, but whatever. Your arc is there.
got some arc to shoot at some ships.
Yeah. He needs to shoot with everything this
Yeah.
round, like at anything. So Kylo chase Tali. That's what you want.
Yep.
Kylo needs to go for Tali. His blinded pulse, his weapons failure is gone, so Kylo's fully
Kylo's
active now.
ready to go. He's got
If
2
he
force
can,
charges
get a, if he
as
can
well.
get a target lock boost or something, he can potentially get Tali. So that's half points there. So that's whatever Tali is. So 38 divided by 2. That's what he's got.
Yep, and then half on anything else is good.
Exactly.
It's going to come down.
So literally, it's just 2 hull points in this game right now.
Yep.
I mean, Thanison's on 1 shield.
Yeah.
There is a chance that he can get the half points there, which takes him to 68 points. But again, you kill. He's got 2 ships within kill range right now. I don't think Wexley will die. Wexley's leaving. Bastion's full. So I don't think. He's only got Tali and. His 2 targets are Tali and Jess. It has to be Tali and Jess. I think you're better off just having the rule of absolute no note taking.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
easier to.
Yeah, if there's a will, there's a way. I mean, what if me writing down points is actually my personal code for
Yeah.
writing down your moves? You know what I mean? Like, there's guys out there that do that. You know, guys that take notes for
Yep.
a living, have their own, code of things. They go back and then redo it. People say it's excessive, but someone will do it. Like, if there's a will, there's a way. I only say this because that actually happened to Travis. He played one of the Nova Squadron guys,
Yeah.
and they all wrote down your moves.
Wow.
And then he played Jeremy Howard later on, and had to 100% change his playbook,
Wow.
which puts you at a disadvantage.
Yeah,
You know,
well-
I mean, playing X-Wing is playing X-Wing, but like if you have
Yeah.
a playbook, people know your openers. Most people have a set opening,
Yep.
1 or 2 moves. If people know that, that can really muck up how you play your game.
And I mean, as we saw in this game, getting that opening move 7 turns,
Super
8
important.
turns ago has had a.
Literally,
Flow-on effect.
that 0 maneuver into chasing the stress removal,
Yep.
I would say, depending what happens in the next turn, is the major reason for John losing this game.
Yeah. Yeah, the last
Yeah,
turn.
Last turn.
We don't know who won yet. The last turn is going to decide it.
Whatever happens.
I don't like that move. He's jamming up the board state, but he needs to shoot.
Yeah.
He's going to bump Jess. The two targets that are closest for him to win the game, well, albeit that's the one that could potentially give up half points for him.
Yep.
So protecting that can be good. I hate when people don't put their dial next to their ship. That's a massive pet hate for me.
So with the note taking, the guys were just asking for a points update, and there was a conversation about what notes they could and couldn't not take, and then we went on a whole big thing about not being able to take notes and the level of notes that potentially could be taken, just to catch you up.
So
so he fit
I would
that.
personally, like, I can't have any input here. So knowing that that's a very important bump, very important bump. I just saw John move that ship.
Yep.
And because they're obviously not on like a mat, like, you know, sometimes guys put something in the bottom of
Yep.
the ship to make them grippy. Obviously Rick hasn't done that. That Jess did twist just then, very slightly, and has. I'm not implying anything here, but that's what I'm saying about
Yep.
the importance of
So
moves.
that-
Do not let other people do important moves for
Yeah.
you.
If you do it
just
and you mess
don't,
it
or
up,
get the
then
judge to do
you
it
cop the
or something.
consequences. Yeah.
But do not let an opponent, even if he's your best mate,
Yep.
do the move. No one wants to lose.
Yeah.
Do the best move for you. Like, and that's just a little bit of sloppy play from John, and he's probably nervous, and we've seen some other bits of
We've
sloppy play from
seen,
him
Yeah.
already. But me personally, that was guaranteed, because Jess, like, okay, she hasn't bumped anything. She started the game straight. Why is Jess not straight?
Yep.
I get it. It's X-Wing.
It happens.
Certain amount of error, human error, it happens. But if Jess was how she should have been,
Yeah.
that's a bump. And she's not getting shot. Instead, now she's getting shot twice.
Yep. If not 3 times.
So Kylo's primed. Kylo's doing a 3-bank right.
Yeah. Okay.
That fits. The way you can tell is if a 1-bank had fit in that gap between Thanison and Kylo, it won't fit. But now that's not a big enough gap for it.
Yep.
So you trace them out. I'm pretty sure that fits. So Kylo 3-bank right. Kylo's going to line up Tali. Hopefully he's picked it on Tali and he's done like a 3-bank left and got it down the board edge. Like, that would be excellent. That'll be an awesome play by Rick. Just, I don't believe that Kylo can follow me here. Last turn of the game, just leave. Don't give me a chance. 3-bank left, barrel roll out. He's got to be pretty close. You do have that Thanison staring at you. Ooh. Very neutral move. So, don't get me wrong, neutral moves have a place in the game.
Yep.
You know, they're great. Sometimes they give you options, right? That's what a neutral move is. It gives you options. But that was not a time for a neutral move. 2 straight. He's all in on Jess.
Yep.
That can win in the game. Don't get me wrong.
Kill
All in on
Jess.
Jess. Jess still has blinded, so like every chance she's not going to kill Thanison. There's every chance of that. There's only 2 shots happening at Thanison. We've got Tali, range 2, 2v1. 1, so there's a chance. There it is. That's what I'm talking about.
My 5 is range 2.
Oh, all in on Jess. Yeah, nice.
We
Make the
have a
best of
target
a
lock? No.
bad situation.
Before you modify, you can reroll that with M9.
Yeah, M98. And it worked out. 3 hits. So Jess is now half points. Jess
That
will be
looks like 2
re-rolling that,
blanks.
or Jess is going to die. Jess will re-roll. Has to re-roll that.
Yeah.
So, because you only have 2 agility, you
Yep.
need to maximize the amount of damage you don't take, because 3 hits sticks, right? So if he doesn't re-roll that, he goes to 1. So if either of those Upsilons rolls 3 hits, he's dead. And he loses the game.
3 damage.
I would have re-rolled that.
He's decided that giving up half on Jess.
Like,
For
it doesn't
the-
matter. Exactly right. It does not matter how good your rerolls are. I discovered on Bobber. If they roll 3 hits, you take damage. So he's rolling 4 and 5.
If correct, no modification. Oh, I'll modify.
Yep.
Because I repaired.
Yep.
Just check if it's 2 or if it's going to
The blinder was repaired.
Yep.
So he's going for half points.
Yeah, he
here.
wants-
That'll
well-
put him in front, so that's GG. That's half points. Yep, so that's half points on Thanison.
Yep.
So he needs to kill Jess. And so Jess needs to die on this attack, which she can. Yep, so he's got a shot. So Jess needs to die here. And Thanison needs to burn
Half on.
so brightly.
Yeah.
He needs to get half on Snap.
So 2 hits on Jess. No rerolls, no mods.
Yeah,
Range.
2's average, yeah.
Range 2 unobstructed.
So Jess on average takes
1.
3 agility, I think, here because it's range 2, but they're checking for the rock. If it is not through the rock, on average Jess dies here. So on average Jess will die here. He should roll 1 evade.
Please get it done. What are we checking?
That's a good call by Rick.
Yeah,
Don't-
absolutely.
Yeah.
From him to her.
Okay. Can I...
This might take 10 minutes.
No, that's
Yeah.
put a finger on the chest.
You need a shorter ruler, Tim.
Yep.
Closest point to closest point is perpendicular from the ship, from Jess. Okay. And so, perpendicular point.
It's not. I mean, maybe. I can't see from there.
The cardboard, because the plastic does count for arc, that is the shortest point possible. Shortest point possible is obstructed.
Nice. That's why you get the judge. That matters. So, like
Yeah, yeah.
still the average roll of 3 green dice is 1 evade. There we go. No averages. So you still die, but he was in it with. There is a chance to get that 2 evades there.
So Bastian has no shot.
So this Thanison shot,
Has
if
to.
it deals 2 damage,
damage
to
to
Wexley,
snap.
he wins the game. Obstructed, range 2.
So.
This will either be 4 blanks or 4 hits.
Well, that's not 4 blanks.
Oh yeah. What
So
a
that's
call.
game, right?
Yeah.
he can-
he's-
oh, no, he can dodge
he
3.
needs to roll 3 evades.
He needs 3 evades.
He's right. I mean, he deserves 3 evades. That's not. That's blanks. That's game.
Oh, 3.
That's game.
Whoa.
Big swing.
Okay. So you got half on Thanison, and you got half on Kylo.
Oh, man.
Do you want to know why I called 4 hits there?
Yeah.
Because he hadn't rolled it yet.
Yeah, he hadn't rolled it
He's
yet.
due for it. He had been shooting those. Those Upsilons have done a lot of shots, and for the most part have been like 2 hits, maybe 3 on a good one.
Yeah.
So that's 80 to 68. So John wins.
Yeah, wow.
Oh, 3
So
points, isn't it? Well done.
that Kylo move, if he'd done the 3 bank left,
Yep.
would have been a focus target lock
Yeah.
on Tali, and it wouldn't have had to come to that.
Yeah, well, I mean, that was, yeah. So what we had, in the end, we had 4 unmodified red versus 3 unmodified green needing to do 2,
Yeah.
which is just
happen.
below
Yeah,
average, but
just
not
below.
out of the realms of...
It can happen. Whereas if you've done the percentage play, which is 3 bank Kylo,
Yep,
focus target lock, odds are you see 4.
yep,
Tali can only roll 3.
yep.
So that's half points there. You've sorted that
yeah,
out.
pretty
So
much
you're
guaranteed.
you've almost guaranteed put points on the table.
Yep.
And therefore you've got 2 Upsilons shooting at Jess, and you need to deal
1 damage.
1 damage. So you take out a play. I mean, I think the half points to 68 still puts half Tali and half Jess is not enough.
Yep,
But Jess was on not much health anyway, so the odds are Jess was dying.
Yeah.
What happened?
Ramming this guy in to get as fewer shots as possible. I was hoping that you
I love after games where they rationalise.
there.
this is what I was thinking.
This is what I was thinking.
This is why I did the complete wrong thing. Alrighty, viewers, we're going to take a short break. We'll be back with the top 4. I don't actually know who won either of the 2 games. Do we know who our top 4 are?
I don't know.
We don't have that
Don't know.
information.
Check
Let's
tabletop, yeah. Will
let's
it come up on
see
that?
if. So Morgan versus John and Tim versus Nathan.
Nice.